Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're cutting straight through all the noise, the endless rumors, and the sheer internet chaos to bring you the absolute definitive breakdown of what is, undoubtedly, the wedding of the decade. We are, of course, unpacking the incredibly secretive, completely star-studded marriage of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. From the unprecedented lockdown of the venue to the custom fashion and, honestly, massive charitable giving, we're going to explore exactly how this wild event actually came together. And look, this isn't just your standard celebrity gossip. This event genuinely marks a massive cultural shift in how global icons handle privacy, access, and their public image in the modern era. So, let's get into it.
So, first things first. Seriously, how on earth do you keep a 1,000-guest wedding at Madison Square Garden a total secret? It's almost logistically impossible in our modern smartphone era. Yet, on July 3rd, that is exactly what happened. Despite the venue being this iconic, massive public arena right in the dead center of New York City, literally zero photos of the actual ceremony or the transformed arena leaked to the public. To actually pull this off, their coordination had to be on the level of a high-security government operation. We're talking ironclad non-disclosure agreements for every single vendor and guest, highly encrypted digital invitations sent out at the absolute last possible minute, and potentially even decoy staging locations scattered around Manhattan just to throw off the paparazzi. MSG basically provided the ultimate fortress for their privacy. It really proved that even with 1,000 people in the room, true secrecy is still totally possible if you have the resources and, well, the right strategy.
All right, moving into Section 1. Custom Dior Haute Couture, the fashion statement.
So instead of fighting for the spotlight or showing up in clashing designer labels, the couple actually collaborated over in Paris to create a beautifully matched, really understated luxury look. Taylor wore a custom Christian Dior Haute Couture gown, stunning Cartier jewels, and bespoke Christian Louboutin shoes. And Travis flawlessly complemented her in a tailored custom Dior suit and his own custom Christian Louboutin shoes. It's basically a masterclass in unified couple styling. Historically, in these high-profile celebrity weddings, you often see a sort of fashion arms race. You'll have the bride in one extremely extravagant, highly embellished label, and the groom in something drastically contrasting. But here, they chose perfect cohesion. By both wearing Dior and Louboutin, they presented this really united front. It signaled an equal partnership at a deeply refined approach that picked elegant harmony over ostentatious extravagance.
Now, Swift's rep actually confirmed the monumental scale of this collaboration, putting out a statement that the wedding ceremony looks were created by Christian Dior Haute Couture and designed by Jonathan Anderson. So why does this matter? Well, this actually marks Jonathan Anderson's very first couture bridal creation for a global pop star. That is a massive flex in the fashion world. For months, fashion insiders were literally tearing their hair out placing bets on this. People were wondering, would she choose Vivienne Westwood, Chanel, maybe Oscar de la Renta? There was even heavy speculation she might go with Ralph Lauren just because the couple wore that designer for their engagement shoot. But by securing Anderson to cross this major milestone, they aligned themselves with a brand known for absolute pinnacle craftsmanship. It basically ended all the speculation with a definitive, historic choice that fashion archivists are going to be studying for decades.
But hey, if you know anything about Taylor Swift, you know she doesn't do anything without a little foreshadowing. True to form, she seemingly dropped a massive Easter egg in the months leading right up to the event. Fans and fashion watchers noticed her conspicuously carrying some very expensive Dior bags recently. And the most notable one? A limited edition yellow mini Lady Dior bag. It was right there in front of us the whole time. Just a clever little breadcrumb hinting at the monumental Dior collaboration to come for her wedding day. It's exactly this kind of meticulous long-game planning that makes unpacking her strategic choices so incredibly fascinating.
Okay, let's hit Section 2, a unique wedding party, subverting tradition.
Get this. They completely bypassed the massive, heavily gendered bridal party that you usually see. Instead, they tapped actor and comedian Adam Sandler as the officiant. I mean, let's be honest, just picturing Adam Sandler swapping out his signature massive basketball shorts for a formal tuxedo to officiate the wedding of the decade, it perfectly injects a sense of humor and warmth into what is an otherwise highly exclusive event. For the bride's side, Taylor chose her brother Austin Swift to be her man of honor. And for the groom, Travis's brother and podcast co-host Jason Kelce stood right there as best man. It's such a deeply personal, family-centric approach. By throwing out the traditional wedding playbook, they made sure the people standing up there with them were the absolute closest figures in their lives, rather than a sprawling lineup of 20 acquaintances.
Up next, Section 3. The Star-Studded Guest List.
Just imagine a room where Hugh Grant and Gigi Hadid are casually rubbing shoulders with NFL elites like George Kittle, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Cooper Kupp. You throw in Camila Cabello, Bradley Cooper, and Ethan Hawke, and you literally have a guest list that perfectly merges the absolute highest tiers of Hollywood, the music industry, and professional sports. But hey, even with 1,000 people invited, scheduling for the global elite is still kind of a logistical nightmare. Some of Swift's closest friends like Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were reportedly tied up in upstate New York over the holiday weekend. And her ex, Harry Styles, he was busy on a massive tour stop in London. It really highlights the sheer mountain of a task it is trying to gather this many incredibly busy, high-profile individuals into one secret room in Manhattan on a summer weekend.
And that brings us to Section 4, the global celebration and philanthropy.
Okay, $26 million. In the days leading up to the wedding, the couple didn't just splurge on themselves. They donated a staggering $26 million to local and national charities all across the United States. They specifically targeted organizations focused on youth sports development, arts education, and local food banks, both in their hometowns and across the country. It's honestly a breathtaking level of generosity. They essentially took their highly private, super exclusive celebration and transformed it into a massive vehicle for public good. They made sure that their big day had a tangible, positive ripple effect nationwide.
And because of that massive cultural footprint and their incredible generosity, the rest of the globe basically celebrated right alongside them. The Empire State Building actually lit up in blue, serving as this massive 102-story something blue towering over the Manhattan skyline for Swift's wedding day. Over on social media, Elmo posted a remarkably sweet congratulatory poem for the couple. And looping back to that staggering charity figure for a second, a massive $2 million slice of their donation went directly to Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. That is supporting childhood literacy in a profound way and really cements the couple's commitment to giving back.
And honestly, Dolly Parton might have the absolute best reaction of all to that donation and the wedding itself. She hilariously declared, "I want dibs on their firstborn." Before the wedding, she even sang her famous lyrics, "I will always love you" to them. It just perfectly captures the joyous, celebratory, and highly supportive mood that surrounded this couple from their peers in the entertainment industry. When country music royalty is jokingly claiming your future children, you know for sure you've pulled off an event that has completely captured the heart of the culture.
So all of this really begs the question, by combining extreme privacy with a massive public venue, unified high fashion from Dior, and an absolutely unprecedented level of philanthropy, have Taylor and Travis just completely killed the traditional magazine spread celebrity wedding? Are we entering a new era where true luxury isn't about selling exclusive photo rights to the highest bidder, but rather achieving absolute privacy paired with massive public giving? As we've unpacked the details of this monumental day throughout this explainer, it's super clear that their masterful blend of total secrecy and global generosity has set a brand new standard. I'll leave you to chew on that. Thank you so much for joining me as we explore the incredible details behind the wedding of the decade.